Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Low Block, the podcast for football geniuses. So, if you don't like this podcast and if you don't watch this podcast, then you're probably not a football genius. I do not make the rules, these are just the way that life works. And yeah, you join us for me. You join us for me is crazy. You're joining me, Nico, and my homie over here, Lumo, doing our weekly Premier League review, of course. I don't think too much needs to be said about this. I think this is like our sixth one already. Game week 8 we are on now. So do you want to put your greetings
Sixth?
out there?
Did you say
Or
fifth or sixth?
it's like our fifth or sixth one. I don't know
Did you say
which
fifth
what
or?
number.
I feel like we should quit while we're still ahead. I feel like this should be the last one.
I don't bro, I could
I don't see a need for one more. I don't feel a need for one more football podcast. I'll be honest. There's a lot out there. There's a lot.
yeah, man.
There's way too many actually. I feel like we should ban.
Yeah, we should get our podcast equipment banded for good. Um, but yeah, man, from
Yeah.
your energy from before this thing even started, the texts, I can see you're not doing too hot right now.
What text? What text? I didn't text you. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I texted you. I texted you.
Oh, my response.
Let's go exactly. Let's go to the transcripts. You ready? I say that you're like, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Like, yeah, sure, I'm ready.
Which
Sure.
is a fair response. What do you mean? Yeah, yeah. Well, what's
There's
wrong with that?
yeah,
That
man, I'm
feels like a
ready.
fair response.
There's yeah, man, I'm fully ready, bro. And then there's yeah, sure, I'm ready.
All the same thing. You seeing things.
Okay,
You're
okay.
seeing things.
That's prime gaslighting right there. Classic classic black guy. You black people love gaslighting. Oh, sorry, Lumo,
Whoa,
you're white. I forget because
whoa, whoa.
I forget you.
No, I know, sir. No, sir. No, sir. It's just a random, very random comment out of the blue and everything.
Well, I apologize.
My
You know, I
God,
was just trying to emulate my hero.
we should.
Liverpool fan in wheelchair.
Hey, I don't know who that guy was. That was the Liverpool fan. That was a
You know
random
what I
man in a
like?
wheelchair.
Not like, but you know what I laugh at
What?
is that every single time some fan does something racist, the first thing fans of the club say is, "That's no fan of my club. He's not one of us."
Yeah, like it's one of those like the club itself. It's like if you're doing like such things for specific clubs, it's like really, do you know which club you're supporting? Like
Yeah, I know
it's
what you mean.
very weird.
I actually understand you in that kind of sense. Like half our players are black. I mean, especially with you guys,
Exactly. It's like
our legend,
you
John Barnes
know,
is it's John Barnes, right? A super is like the first black something something. You know, he's quite
yeah.
a serious old school legend.
Uh, um, the first black person to play for Liverpool, they just did like a video on him recently. It's is it Howard Gale? They just did something on him recently.
That's yeah. But I get what you're saying with the. That's how I mean when I say, to be fair, do you get what club you're supporting? They actually makes sense. But yeah, no need to continue with the chit
Give me
chat.
a second. Give me a second.
Give you a second to do what?
Why are we fighting?
You know what, man?
Bro,
You're a bitch ass
there's
nigga.
enough
I
there's
feel like
enough
that's a good way to
fighting in
start
the
this
world.
week. No,
There's enough fighting in the world, okay? Let's not fight. Let's not fight amongst us, man.
nah, bro. I understand you're going through a tough time right now, so I'm gonna
Hey,
give you
hey,
leeway.
hey man,
No, I'm gonna
hey
give
man,
you leeway. I'm gonna
hey
I'm
man,
gonna hold my hands up and be like, he's going through a really tough time.
hey man. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
I'm
I
okay.
missed the
I'll leave you
international break.
alone. I'll leave you.
I
I do
missed the
apologize
international
for what I said. That was wrong. You happy? You better?
My head is on. I'm seething. My head is
Listen,
on the
bro.
move.
You know what?
My head is
Maybe,
on the move.
bro.
My
Maybe talking about other clubs is gonna make you feel better. I'm sorry, man.
It's
I'm
not.
sorry.
I promise you right now.
No,
It's
no,
not.
let's just
It's
get into
not.
it, bro. Because
It's
I'm
not.
telling you,
It's
bro.
not.
You know
You
what
know
it
what?
was? When I saw
I,
the final goal, I was like, oh no. I was like, this will hurt. Like that's what I was saying.
I need a
Cause
laptop. That's all I'm gonna say. Is I need a laptop. I need to start editing some stuff because, hey man, that ref thing we're going to do. Because that nigga had a parlay on Man United, and I know
you, dude, you saw
his
what I
parlay
posted. You
go
saw what I
crazy.
posted.
What you
I was
post?
like, this
I
guy.
didn't go on
Check,
WhatsApp.
check.
I didn't go on WhatsApp, bro.
Oh, hectic,
I didn't
hectic.
check.
If you go
I didn't
WhatsApp,
check.
literally, dog, 10 minutes in, I was like, I'm putting
Oh,
down literally what I posted. I put in quotation marks. The ref never saw
I
it
see.
because
Okay.
that's what the commentator
Yeah.
said. The ref never saw it, and then I said the replay says otherwise, dude. I because the
Oh,
commentator was like, the reason why the ref didn't stop the game for the head injury is because the ref never saw it.
but it's like
And then and then
they.
I checked the replay, and then there's a point in the replay. And listen, I only saw the replay once, so I might be wrong. But I swear, there's a point in the replay where the ref is running forward. Then he turns around to look at the guy on the floor holding his head, and then he keeps running forward. Then my next post is after 10 minutes, it was clear that
Yeah.
the ref had skin in the game. Devs put
Yeah.
10K on the Man United straight win.
Bro, you know when I saw that it's cooked. First, I didn't even notice it was Michael Oliver. So when Casemiro uh, kind of kicked McAllister, and then McAllister fell on Cunha, and then the foul was given to Man United, I
Dog,
was like, oh,
that was when I knew it was
okay,
cooked too. That was
okay.
the 10-minute mark. I was like, that's weird.
Yo, yo, I saw it, and I'm like, yo, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, but it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. Football is not a real sport anyway. Oh, bro, it's fine. It's fine. Like,
Yeah,
what
today
do we do? We do.
Yeah, today was
There's
the
a
first day that made me understand my hatred towards not the first day. I've had multiple days like this, but today was just a further reminder of how much I do not like Manchester United. But I think we're gonna have to circle back to this because it's gonna be the big topic, and I
yeah,
think we can get into this for like literally the whole podcast time.
yeah,
But there are a few other games I think I'd like to talk about. Huh?
so the way. Oh man, might need a whole new video. This is nonsense. Bob Marley, like whenever something bad happens, I go and I listen to Bob Marley for a little bit. Put on some Three Little Birds, No Woman Will Cry, no, like Bob Marley songs. They're not working today. They're not
Mm,
working,
mm.
bro. I listened to like a few after the game, just sitting there doing nothing. One Love felt like it was stabbing me in the ears. Bro, it's fine. It's fine. Let's talk about football. Let's talk
Yeah,
about
let's talk about football. Let's talk about multiple
football.
football
Get to the
teams.
part.
I'm sharing my
I'm
screen now.
yeah. I was kind of speaking, hoping that you pull them up whilst you know.
No, I get you. I get you.
Yeah.
Shucks, man. I'm sorry. The first result you see is even that one. It's just a
Amen.
painful day.
Amen. Amen.
Maguire late goal seals it. Oh, bro. The sad part about being the game of the weekend. Right, we sliding and we're here. Okay, so big,
Did you
mostly
watch
speak about the
the
big teams. Yeah,
Did you watch the Chelsea Nottingham Forest one?
yeah. Did you,
No.
dog? This was one of those games where, and I feel like this has been Ange Postecoglou's reign at Forest for the majority. There are aspects where it's like, yeah, this is just straight up nonsense. But for the majority, I've kind of watched them and been like, actually, you know what? This is good football. Nottingham
Oh,
Forest
is
was
this the
supposed to be
one?
like 2-3-0 up. Not, sometimes teams say you're supposed to be 2-0 up, but when you look closely, it's probably, if everyone took their chances, it'll probably be like 2-1 or 2-2. This was no, Nottingham Forest could have been 2-0 up. They missed and missed and missed. And that was like,
How was Big Man fired at the end of was it the end of the game?
well, I think like half of it is propaganda, right? Like because many people were talking about how shit Ange is as a coach, like that. It kind of, I think it kind of, that propaganda kind of forwarded over. Because I remember as the game ended, everyone was like, "Yeah, man, that's kind of what we expected to happen. That he was gonna get fired." And I was like, "Is nobody mentioning that Nottingham Forest played really, really, really well? Like they played really well. The goals they conceded, especially that free
Also,
kick."
also the team that they were playing was not like you know any run of the mill.
Yeah, it was Chelsea. I think it's partially because of the 3-0 scoreline and the fact that Mr. That Marinakis guy is a cold motherfucker. The way he just left, like at 70th minute, he was like he just dipped. You just knew, like, one of those. I'm not sure if you remember this,
Yeah,
but back in the day,
he's annoying.
Manchester City beat Tottenham Forest like 5-0, and then there was a moment where the camera panned on Andre Villas-Boas. And when you saw his face, you were
Did you
like,
say Tottenham Forest?
what? I don't know what I said, but yeah, Man City beat Tottenham.
Okay.
It's because Nottingham Forest is on brand, I guess. But Man City beat Tottenham, and then the camera went on Andre Villas-Boas, and you saw his face, and just the look on his face, bro. I feel like I wish I could bring it up, but the look on his face, you could tell he was gonna get fired. Let me see, but yeah, man. Um, Actually, no, I'm gonna search it in the background. I feel like it makes more sense. But yeah, man, it was quite a. I think Chelsea obviously did well to get the win because winning is always important when you're not playing well. But I think,
But this isn't this like Chelsea's like fourth red card in like 10 games or something like that.
yeah, and all their red cards are so stupid.
Let me
All the
let me
red
check
cards
that.
are so stupid.
Because it seems like they're trying to get a red card a game now. It's weird. Don't you get punished for something like this? It's one, two, three, four. Yeah, since the beginning of the season. So one, two, three, four, five, six. In 6 games, they have 4 red cards.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Isn't this the thing that they were cooking Arsenal for last season?
it was. Yeah,
Yeah, but the red cards you guys had, like Miles Lewis Kelly, like why?
I still don't think that one is one of the only. I think of all the red cards, it's the Rice one and the Miles one that I'm like, oh, but the Miles one. Oh yeah, I catch what you're saying. Like they're just a few that you're like, come on. But either way, man, that was the past. I think Chelsea, the fact that they're still their red cards aren't actually affecting them because they're actually getting them quite late in games. Oh, they affected them against Brighton and Man U, but the ones against, well, one the the João Pedro in the Champions League didn't affect them. The coach running down the touchline didn't affect them, and this one, Malo Gusto just running and choosing to slide someone from behind for no reason, that didn't affect them either. So I guess
Yeah,
they can consider themselves lucky.
yeah. And
Yeah, but yeah, they it was a decent performance. I think we can go to the next game because it was actually like it was a good game, but there's just not much to say other than
but before we
Andrew's
move
gone.
on, like before we move on, this guy is you know when you start mistaking your weird movements for passion. I feel like that's what's happening with this older man. Like, come on, how long has Eng been here? Like, they're not playing badly. The results are not there. I get it, but firing Big Man. Come on. This nigga last season went on the pitch and he looked mad. And then man, he fired Nudo, acting like Nottingham is like the biggest club on the planet. And if you go through like a dry spell in Nottingham, you're supposed to
Gets fired.
get fired and whatnot. Because even though Nottingham has been on the up and up, you don't expect even last season they weren't expected to be there, and Nuno was the reason they were there. For you to come back and look at it and go, like Nuno is becoming a bit of a problem or something along those lines. I don't even know what the reason was behind the Nuno thing. I heard like I think I was talking to you and you said something about a falling
Yeah,
out.
they were beefing. They were beefing.
Yeah, but if I am an owner and a manager that I hate, absolutely hate, takes my club to to the height that it has been, like in a very long while. You know what the responsible or the thing that makes sense to do is in that situation. The thing that makes sense. The thing that makes sense is for me to just, you know, let it be. This nigga, aren't they in Europe right now?
Yeah, but that's the thing, man. That's the thing.
Bro,
People want their owners to be involved, but there is such thing as being too involved.
that's what I'm
The
saying.
managers are acting like a fan, like
That's
an
exactly what I'm
impulsive
saying.
fan.
Exactly what I'm saying because you sometimes you look at things and you go passion, but sometimes you're like people are just moving weird and then calling it passion. And he's one of those people. He's one of
Mm.
those because now people are acting like oh super fan, whatnot. A super fan would have given Nuno more time because of what Nuno has done when he was given time.
Yeah, it's definitely like it's a mess for them. But yeah, for me, it's not even like it's never been really a surprise because that's just kind of the guy he is. Like, despite the fact that apparently him and Ange were mates or whatever, I was like, yeah, nah, Ange can still get the smoke. Like, there's no way he can't still also fire Ange. And yeah, that's what happened naturally.
Ah, he's weird. And his who does he get now as like a good manager that will take a Nottingham Forest and keep them in Europe? Who does he
And
get?
I think you're next up.
I should be right. But I don't like
Yeah,
him, so we'll beef him before I even get the job.
I'm telling you,
And
some shit might happen.
I don't even like Nottingham after last season. He busted had two results against us. I don't like that.
Oh yeah, they did. Mad.
They
But yeah,
they beat Anfield, and we drew at their house. And even then, I'm looking at the movement in the Nottingham camp, and I'm like, this doesn't feel like a good thing that would keep them challenging or keep them, j- yeah, keep them challenging for those spots, man. If Nottingham makes it to Conference League again and again and again, like it's something that they should be working towards.
mm,
This guy is moving like they should be in Champions League or winning the league like right now, and it's so weird. He's a weirdo. He
Yeah, he
is.
is.
He really is.
Yeah, he is. It's one of those that I'm like, yeah. I mean, we known this.
He's
We
doing too
known
much.
this.
Doing too much.
But
Hey
yeah,
man.
not yeah. They're gonna. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna go down. They're just. I think they're another one of those example of a team with players that are a bit too good. So yeah, that's mine on Nottingham. Sunderland Wolves. I assume you
They
didn't see
didn't.
it.
I think I watched. Was it the same time as the Crystal Palace Burnley and Crystal Palace
Yeah,
Bournemouth?
Bournemouth. Yeah, yeah. It was the same time as Crystal Palace Bournemouth.
Oh, I watched Crystal Palace Bournemouth.
I was swapping between Man City, Brighton, and Crystal Palace Bournemouth.
Ooh, the Brighton. Okay, okay. The Sunderland Wolves. We did not catch that one.
Yeah, I just saw the goals. Sunderland are doing really well, of course, this season. I mean, I think they said they were like 12 points ahead of Wolves. And
Okay.
for like Premier League at the top distance, first, second, 12 points ahead, it's like a serious situation. But for relegation
Yeah,
teams, bro, that's much deeper. You might get 12
yeah,
points in 6 months.
bro. The Wolves haven't won this season, them, right?
No, they haven't won this season. Yeah,
That's
they're having a
crazy.
tough time.
They're having a very tough time. Who's their manager?
It's that guy, Vito Pereira. The guy got a new contract. I
Oh
don't know
yeah.
why. Weird, weird. But
But they
maybe
still have like a couple of names that, or did they lose people? Because I don't remember
they only
the
lost
people.
Cunha. Yeah,
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 that's why I'm
only.
surprised at the you know.
I mean, they weren't great last season. They were in relegation
But
before Vito
against
Pereira came in.
yeah, but didn't they at least do something against the relegation team?
Yeah, but I mean, before that, before Vito Pereira came in, they were like not doing anything against anyone, even the relegation teams. They were really bad, and then it turned around. So they're gonna have to hope for that to happen again this season.
Because that's where, as a relegation fighting situation, that's where you get your points
Exactly,
with the
but
people you're fighting against.
true. But and if Wolves like do what they did last season, they'll get their points against proper teams, and then they'll just come back into it. It can happen. Well, for Premier League teams, I think for the relegation, like the genuine relegation fighters, which could be Wolves this season, of course. But for the general relegation fighters, yes, it is your points that you get against the smaller team, like the relegation teams. Like
Not
that's what
but
Man U did last
against
season. Uh-huh.
against relegation teams, it's not really the points you collect. It's the points you collect is against the team. Against relegation teams is the matches you win. Those
Yeah,
are
yeah,
they're more must win, and then against like a bigger team, you be more along the lines of, "Hey man, a point, give us a point. Let's try and get a point. Let's try and do some."
yeah. That can
But
even go as well with the same with Burnley versus Leeds. Same situation.
Burnley versus Leeds, yeah, and Burnley won, which I thought that's a decent thing
Yeah,
to
and
get.
Burnley have been I think the most like the least impressive. I'm gonna put in quotation marks. They've been one of the clubs from the up, the one that people are most expecting to go down still. So it was actually quite
Oh
impressive
man.
a win.
But I don't see the. Do you mean like in performance? Because I feel like that's different from the points you get in
Yeah,
terms
I
of
think in
performance.
performance.
Like Leeds have been, better performing like throughout this season. It's been 8 games, but the point still stands. But in terms of points, Leeds are not getting that many points. They
Yeah,
were
but
probably
same as
two
Burnley.
points. Yeah, but my point is they're probably like 2 points ahead of Burnley. One
No, I
point
catch you, I
maybe.
catch you, I catch you. But that's what I mean by least, not awful.
No, no, no. I get that. It's like
Lowest,
I was just
not one
no,
is
no, no.
good and one is
I
bad.
understand. I understand that. It's more so the like the reaction of it is like it's kind of you expect that to happen. Like that's hey man, does green tea like kind of soothe the head?
Hey man, I'm sorry, bro. I know you're going through it. Yeah, it does
No,
for me. Hey, I enjoy it.
do you put sugar in your green tea?
No,
No, okay. I thought it was weird.
because I don't drink a lot of green tea, but there was a point where I was drinking it like every day for like I think a week or two, and I was like, it's pretty like solid, like it's pretty solid feeling.
During the 22-23 season, I fell in love with chamomile tea because Liverpool were losing a bunch of times.
Mm.
They were not, yeah.
Yeah, that goes to show that we neither of us watch Sunderland and Wolves and
Yeah, yeah.
Burnley.
We started talking about green tea.
I don't drink tea. Like there's no other way to say this. I do not drink tea, but I could still have this conversation. Um,
Let's have this conversation about Burnley. Nothing.
yeah,
It's more,
but
it's more you had for tea than the other teams, which is wrong. Respect those
yeah,
teams.
yeah.
Crystal Palace won.
When we come back, we'll talk about Crystal Palace.
How
Anyway,
about
man,
how?
let's go straight into things.
Oh, I hate you guys.
There's anything funny, bro?
Hey man, let's talk about Crystal Palace Bournemouth.
Crystal
Yeah,
Palace,
very
Bournemouth.
interesting match.
You were hate watching this game, so you will have the most information.
Unsuccessful hate watch. Um,
Yeah, I almost messaged you at the end saying unsuccessful hate watch, but they still
yeah,
didn't. They still didn't win. So it was. I
yeah,
think it was
no.
probably like
When I
kinda.
celebrated so loudly when Mateta missed that last minute opportunity, I was like, ooh, ooh.
I can't imagine hate watching this game with Crystal Palace conceding late last minute. That must have been
Bro,
like also euphoric. Then they score.
bro.
Then they get that
Then they
penalty that
score again.
was bogus. Like
Yeah,
it must have been one of those. It must have been a
it was
madness.
one of those. It was one of those. I was there, trying to write notes on the game because I realized other times living in Russia, we forget about what we just watched like a day ago or whatnot. But bro, I'm not sure what you want to talk about this game, but I want to talk about something that we've spoken about and expand on it.
What?
Adam Wharton, bro. Adam
Yeah,
Wharton.
man.
Adam Wharton.
Yeah, man. From the first time I saw him properly, one of those. There's a time you see a player, and then there's a time you see a player properly. From the first
Yeah,
time I
yeah.
saw him properly, I was like, okay, this is a different
This,
level of
this,
player.
all of them are players. But when like I saw him like properly the first time, I was like, this is a player. He was playing with a bunch of players on the pitch, but I was like, this right here is a player. Cause bro, this guy is good.
Dude, his passing, not just his
Bro,
weight of
he,
passing, is
bro, he line
impeccable.
break. Though the line breaking is it's like bro,
Does
like
this guy ever overhit or underhit a pass?
it's one of those like even the best passers in a game would misplace something whatnot. But it's not about that. Some players do that the entire game. When you are able to get those, perfectly weighted passes, like even twice a game, bro, it changes stuff for your team. Even twice a game, like Kevin De Bruyne would not need to hit like 17 of them in a game. You just need five, and his
I,
team is
I,
three
I
goals
know
up,
what
and
to
then you're like,
say. I
bro,
know what to say. This Wharton guy. It's like he never makes a 5 yard pass.
Bro,
It's
it's
like he
it's
never
so
keeps the play going. It's just like every time he gets the ball, he's like far, far, far corner. I want to make this sexy.
bro. The like one of the first times I saw him like properly was the season he went to Crystal Palace because he played against us. That's when they beat us at Anfield. And bro, even though that game was Olise Eze, it was
Yeah,
an
yeah,
Eze game actually.
Wharton. Yeah, it was Elise Eze.
Yeah, it was more Eze game, like it was more of an Eze game than everyone else. But when bro, when I was watching, Adam Morton is just there, bro. Their
Because
midfield was like overrunning ours. It was, bro. Adam Morton was a big part of that. It was insane. I was like, yeah, 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 yeah. This is the player. You know when you're watching a team play against you and the player is playing so well that you're like, you have to admit that, yeah, you're playing against a player today.
yeah, he's one Crystal Palace player I get interested by because he's not had a good game against Arsenal as of yet, and I think that's the reason why Arsenal fans are a bit quiet about him. Like, because you only see these things when they play well against you. But I'm telling
Yeah.
you, bro, that guy is a problem. A
So actually,
problem.
he's not play well against you guys.
No, not yet. Not yet. Not to like, one of those. I'm not dissing. I'm just saying not yet.
No, 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 no. I get you, but it's like it's been 2 seasons. You guys probably faced them like 4 times, so it kind of makes
Yeah, but
sense.
he's had a couple injuries like in these 2 seasons.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So I think
The
there are a lot
first
of
season,
aspects that,
did he play
huh?
against you guys both matches the first season?
I don't remember. Because first season he came in January.
Oh, oh yeah, that makes sense. Because I was trying to remember if I saw him in the first Crystal Palace match. Because the one where I saw him, um, was it that one? No, I don't think he played against us his first season. It might be the following season.
Hmm.
This is interesting, but either way, he bro a player, a player and a half.
Yeah, proper player, but not this game in overall was interesting because I proper tuned in probably around the when Crystal Palace were losing 2-1 because I was like, okay, things can get interesting now. And just to see everything unfold, Mateta could have scored 17 goals. Bournemouth's defense, like I don't know how their defense is one of the best in the league.
It's one of those, man. It's like like individually, it feels like performances wise, they're not great. Like all of the defenders, like individually, they've not been great. But then they just have a great defensive record, and I'm like, how? How did that
I was,
happen?
I was seeing it. I was like, how do you score last minute and concede again? Okay, to be fair, it was a penalty. But then there's
Penalty,
the
but
fourth
like
chance. There's
even
chance to make
like
it 4-3. This guy's one on
either
one
way,
with the keeper.
yeah. But I'm it's like either way, it's not the first match that it would have like happened that they you know give away a big chance and then the final minutes. Like it's weird.
I know what you mean. I think for this game was clearly and obviously the game of the weekend.
Yeah, no, this is yeah. It was the best game of the weekend. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one I enjoyed the most.
Um, I feel like it's way too early to move from it, but I don't have anything else to say
No,
to it.
bro, the reason why I said I want to talk on and expand is Adam Watson's place in England. Is it because
Oh
of
yeah.
injuries that we've not seen him feature like a lot? Is it because of the injuries? But even then, sometimes he would get call-ups and then he'd be on the bench. And then you're
I
looking at the midfield, and then they would need that type of player, and it's
remember
so weird.
remember when Southgate said Adam Wharton is a level of player that we haven't had and we've needed for years, and then he didn't play him once.
And then he didn't play him. I was like, bro, why do that?
When when
Could
Southgate
have just
said that, I
left
was
him.
like, I think you're over exaggerating a little bit. And then
Bro,
the season started. Like that was last season, remember? Because that last season was the Euros, like the beginning of the pre last season. So at the
was
beginning of the last season, I'm watching him. I'm like,
didn't play
oh, I see
anything.
what you were saying now. This is a type of player that you niggas need desperately. England could use, especially because. Do you know why it is for me? It's especially because they're playing Elliot Anderson there. And for me, listen, don't get me twisted. Elliot Anderson is a decent player,
Not
but
better
Adam
than,
Wharton is another level
not
to
better.
me.
Bro, I don't know. Elliot Anderson is a very decent player. I,
Yeah, that's the best way to
I
describe him.
feel, I feel like I am one of those people that is seen as a hater because I'm very, like I'll reserve judgment for a very long time. I've seen him play for England, and then he had maybe two good games, and then now people are saying the second coming of sliced bread. Like it's one of those. It's like he's not
Sorry, man.
big.
Did you say the second coming of sliced bread?
Yeah, because they get excited about it, man. It's crazy. They got excited
Okay, I
about it. And
see.
I'm like,
I see how that phrase makes sense. But it was funny because it felt like you were saying two
oh,
different phrases.
okay. Now
The
we'll
sliced
mix and
bread,
match, man.
and then the
We'll see
second
what that.
coming of Christ.
Hey, man, we merge the two and make a better phrase. That's how we do it over here on the low block.
Exactly.
Peculiar
Beautiful, beautiful
phrases.
work right there. That's why we're like football geniuses would understand that kind of shit.
But yeah, they got excited, and he's an exciting player. But I am still of the thought of Adam Wharton is a better player in that position. If you were going to say England need a six type player, and Adam Wharton would be that for them, and that's what they need because they don't have a Calvin Phillips replacement. They
Unfortunately,
don't.
they don't have
Yeah,
a second coming of Calvin Phillips.
exactly. And
And what can you do in that situation? Nothing.
Declan Rice is an eight that can also play in like a double pivot, and then he's he's good. But adding an Adam Watson to that will just make the England midfield like very amazing. They're going to the World Cup soon, and you know, I feel like Adam Watson would be one of those that would make the difference in midfield. By the way, like
I think so.
you still need players in the different positions to be the needle movers, but in midfield. They've been in this. We're mixing and matching. We're trying to figure it out. Who are we playing now? Lee Carlson comes in, plays a um, Angel Gomez or Angel Gomes. I don't know how you say it, but he, he plays him. And then
Because he
before
played
that,
everybody.
yeah, but that's my point. They're trying to figure out who their main person in that, you know, who's supporting Declan Rice.
It's a
Who's
shame.
Declan Rice's second pivot or who's the six when Declan Rice goes forward? It's like Declan Rice being a six has been working out for them, but it's not like it kind of limits him and limits what he wants to do or can do, even though he's doing what they're asking of him to a certain level, a huge level, and all that. But it's the thing I'm talking about with Adam Morton is that he feels like he could be the needle mover. By the way, me saying he feels like he could be is the correct way to say it because many people have felt that Foden could have was going to be that because he was good at Man City and he never was. So he could be good at Crystal Palace and not be that for England. But give him a run of games, man. Give him
I
something.
think I think so too. I think like something doesn't feel right about France, despite having all the talent they have, putting in um, Mateta, and England not putting in Adam Wharton.
It, with the front situation, it feels they're also trying to figure it out because right
They're
for
trying to
now,
figure it out in that striker position. So
yeah,
they
I was
intelligently
about to say
chose
that.
to put him in.
Yeah, I'm in that striker position because of the injuries to like Dembele. You know, they they've been looking elsewhere. And you know what I don't like, even though it kind of works sometimes. I don't like seeing Mbappe in the striker position, man. Like,
I think it's dirty.
oh, it feels wrong. It feel, feels like, what are we doing, guys?
Yeah, it does.
Come
It
on.
does.
It feels wrong. So when I see him playing on the left and recently they played Ekitike up front, I'm like, oh, this feels right. Not just
That feels
because it's
better.
Ekitike, but when Mbappe is on the left, it feels better. It just feels
No,
right. Like it's one of those. So seeing Mateta going to that, and you know Adam Wharton not being in those conversations has been, it's been like it feels like we are seeing something else, they are seeing something else, they know the truth or something like that. Maybe Adam Wharton in trading is not the best or something along those lines. It feels like that. It feels like the question that you had when you said, what is Trossard doing in trading when Arteta was playing him a lot a few seasons ago?
dog. I still think this. Like, ugh, we're gonna get to Arsenal, but I still have those thoughts, man.
But yeah, Adam Wharton is very dope. Mateta is such a he's a interesting
Inevitable.
striker. Yeah, he's a very interesting striker.
Very
Um,
interesting striker. Like there's no other way to explain Mateta for me than to say, like he's low key ass. Like, like, one of those. Like, there's no other way to say to explain him than to say, don't get me wrong, he's a quality player. In fact, he's so good. He's that level of player that you like. If he was in my team, I wouldn't like. That's not one of the players I'd be like,
exactly.
oh man, this guy's not of the level. One of those. But
You
he's
wouldn't
low
mind.
key ass. Like he's very high key a top player.
You see, football fans, man, a person gets a hat trick and gets called ass. Before
No,
that,
like
he was before that he was
that's why I'm saying the phrase I'm saying. I'm not saying he's ass.
yeah,
I'm saying like he's low
exactly.
key ass. Like he's low key bums. I'm watching this guy. I'm like this guy's low key really shit, but like he's really top. Like like he, I have no issues with Mateta, and in fact, I think he's supposed to be scoring the goals that he's scoring. He's that level of player. But every time you watch him, the one thing that comes to mind sometimes is I'm like, this guy is low key ass. Like the
I
everything
used to,
about him
I
is
used
low
to,
key ass, but he's a top player. It's
I
that's
used
why
to,
when you say he's an interesting player, I was like, I agree.
I
Why is
used to
he
like
interesting?
him.
Because he's low key kind of bad.
I I mean, sure, but that was not my reason. I used to like him. I stopped liking him because of the Zaha situation. I found out I like Zaha more.
Yeah, I like Zaha way more. I still like Mateta, but and I think
Yeah,
Zaha is obviously right due to the fact that I love Zaha.
yeah, yeah. I genuinely believe that, but I don't know the full situation. What I'm hearing is that in training, Mateta asked, okay, I'm not gonna say it in the way that it came out. I'm saying it in what seems to be the chronological order, like from both sides. Is that
Yeah.
Mateta asks his teammates if he can make it for France, and then jokes are made, and nah, you can't. You, so that type of thing. And then now he's saying that they said he will never make it for France.
Oh, like there's just a difference in the intonations, in the
There's
way
a
that.
you know, it's one of those like I come to you and I'm like under my umbrella. and then you're like, are you having a stroke? It's like, oh, but I'm quoting Rihanna lyrics. So it's like that.
Like, yo,
It's what
man, I kind of want to score like 10 goals this season, bro. This nigga, you're center back, bro.
it's
That's gonna have to be a
bro.
hell of a season. Then I scored 10 goals, and I'm like, I told you, bitch. Yeah,
Yeah,
you never
it's
believed in
like
me.
yeah. It sounds very weird. It sounds
You
very weird.
never believed in me.
It's not even you never believed it.
It's like,
It's
yo, man, I did
you
not
said
believe in you.
you said I will never score 10 goals. That's what you said. And I'm telling everyone that that's what you bro, you've been in these type of situations like that where you're making jokes like that, you know, and uh, uh, um it's I don't think it ever gets to a point in that setting if you are good teammates to each other where it's like I call you out and then say you will never make it as if you're a scrub type of thing, you know.
Yeah,
Eh,
yeah.
I don't wanna refer to this because it kind of exposes identities, but it reminds me of the situation of the fight of the word
Yeah,
argument.
yeah, 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 yeah. I
Yeah,
remember.
it's one of those where I'm like it feels maybe
I
that's
would
why I
never say
cited.
that.
Yeah, it feels like they say, "Are you saying I played shit?" It's like no, it's like
I would never
it's
say that.
uh, and hey man, it's just the way the whole thing is happening. Like no effort to kind of mediate the situation from Mateta
Which is
is like
so interesting because it's just a phone call away. But these, like, being a public
not
figure, I
even
can't imagine what that's like. Because for me, the half of these things are just a phone call away. But then for these public
that is
figures, they always go into these disputes that last, well, in my opinion, way longer than they should.
and it ever should. Yeah, like imagine we fall out and then we start beefing for like not calling each other and then talking.
Mm,
One
mm,
call. One call, and now I'm going online. I'm like, Chuck, such a dickhead. Oh,
mm.
I just remembered.
Oh, don't
Like,
worry, I'll block it out.
okay,
Um,
okay.
but yeah,
But
man.
it's like one of those where I look at it and I'm like, that's such a weird thing that to happen, especially bro. As teammates, you get close and you know you're good friends. You become good friends, and for you to like outwardly say it, like, oh. Lumo was a dickhead to me because he said this whilst I was still at the time. Like Zaha
It
says,
was
he
fun.
wasn't even playing yet. He wasn't like the main guy just yet.